Do you remember the story of Amanda Wanklin and Michael Biggs, the interracial couple whose love story captivated so many? Their journey, from teenage sweethearts to proud parents of twins, is one of resilience, love, and an extraordinary twist of nature. If you thought their story was fascinating before, wait until you hear what happened next. It's a tale that will leave you amazed and inspired. Amanda and Michael both grew up in Birmingham, UK, in the 1970s. They were around the same age, moved in similar social circles, and even had mutual friends. Yet, somehow, they never crossed paths until one fateful day. When they finally met, the connection was instant. Sparks flew from their very first conversation, and they felt a mutual attraction that was both intense and unfamiliar. Their relationship blossomed quickly. They went on their first date, a scary movie followed by dinner and a long walk in the park, and spent hours talking, laughing, and getting to know each other. It was a sweet and innocent beginning, especially considering they were just teenagers at the time. While many of their friends were happy for them, not everyone shared the same enthusiasm. Interracial relationships were still relatively uncommon in their community, and some people didn't hesitate to voice their disapproval. But Amanda and Michael didn't care. They were in love, and that was all that mattered. Years passed, and their bond only grew stronger. They got engaged, married, and built a life together filled with love, laughter, and shared dreams. Their families were supportive, and they surrounded themselves with friends who celebrated their relationship. For a long time, Amanda and Michael were content with their lives. They had successful careers, a happy home, and each other. Children were never part of their plan, at least not at first. Both had agreed early on that they didn't want to raise a family, and they were perfectly fine with that decision. But as they grew older, something shifted. Slowly, almost imperceptibly, they began to feel the desire to have a child. At first, they kept these feelings to themselves, worried that the other might not feel the same way. When they finally opened up about it, they were surprised and relieved to discover that they were both on the same page. They wanted to bring a child into the world, to raise them in a loving home, and to share their lives with a new generation. Trying to conceive, however, proved to be more challenging than they anticipated. Months turned into a year, and still, there was no success. They began to worry that something might be wrong. After consulting a doctor, they were reassured that they were both healthy. The doctor advised them to relax and stop putting so much pressure on themselves. "It will happen when it's meant to happen," he said. Taking his advice to heart, Amanda and Michael decided to let go of their stress and focus on enjoying their lives. And then, just a few weeks later, Amanda discovered she was pregnant. It was a moment of pure joy and excitement. After months of uncertainty, their dream of becoming parents was finally coming true. The real shock came during Amanda's first ultrasound. As the doctor scanned her belly, his expression shifted from curiosity to surprise. "Well, it seems like babies are like buses," he said with a smile. "You wait for ages, and then two come along at once." Amanda and Michael were having twins. The news was overwhelming but exhilarating. They immediately began preparing for the arrival of their two babies, doubling up on everything from cribs to diapers to tiny clothes. The thought of raising twins was daunting, but they embraced it with open hearts and a sense of adventure. When the day finally arrived, Amanda gave birth to two beautiful baby girls. They named them Millie and Marcia. The twins were identical in every way, with the same mocha-colored skin, a perfect blend of Amanda's fair complexion and Michael's darker tone. They were healthy, happy, and absolutely adored by their parents. As the years went by, Millie and Marcia grew into lively, curious little girls. But something extraordinary began to happen. Around the age of 7 or 8, their appearances started to change in a way that no one could have predicted. Millie's skin began to lighten, taking on a paler tone similar to Amanda's, while Marcia's skin grew darker, resembling Michael's. Over time, the twins, who had once been indistinguishable, now looked nothing alike. To the casual observer, they didn't even appear to be siblings. This incredible transformation stunned everyone who knew them. Friends, family, and even doctors were baffled. How could identical twins look so different? The answer lay in a rare genetic phenomenon known as atavism. Atavism is a genetic trait where a dormant gene, often passed down through generations, suddenly reemerges. It can manifest in various ways, such as birthmarks, unusual physical traits, or, in this case, a dramatic shift in skin tone. For Millie and Marcia, the dormant genes responsible for their parents' differing complexions had activated in each twin, resulting in their strikingly different appearances. Doctors called it a 1 in a million occurrence. While it was rare, it was also a beautiful reminder of the complexity and wonder of genetics. Nature, in its own way, had created a perfect balance. Amanda and Michael, a couple of different races, now had one child who resembled each of them. Despite their differences, Millie and Marcia remained as close as ever. Their bond as sisters was unshakable, and their parents loved them just the same. Amanda and Michael often marveled at how unique and beautiful their daughters were, each in their own way. The twins' story became a source of fascination for many. People were amazed by the science behind their transformation, but even more so by the love and unity that defined their family. Amanda and Michael's journey, from defying societal expectations to embracing the unexpected, was a testament to the power of love and acceptance. Today, Millie and Marcia are thriving. They've grown into confident, intelligent young women who are proud of their unique story. Their parents continue to be their biggest supporters, reminding them every day that true beauty lies in diversity and individuality. As for Amanda and Michael, they couldn't be happier. Their love story, which began as a teenage romance, has blossomed into a life filled with joy, purpose, and the most extraordinary family. So, what do you think of this incredible tale? Have you ever heard of twins who look so different? Amanda, Michael, Millie, and Marcia's story is a reminder that life is full of surprises, and that love, in all its forms, is what truly matters.